reasons why I love you and none of them rhyme. 9 times 9, 81, Bonnie and Clyde. We got high and sat by the Wellington sign. I had one hell of a time, it's rock and roll to life.
Welcome to the Green Tea, Freedom and Truth channel. This is Tristan. It's good to have the Green Tea team back for this Sunday, the 16th of August 2020 edition of the video log. A big shout out and thank you and much appreciation for everyone who has liked, shared and subscribed to the channel. Take a moment now, hit that like and subscribe button. And we have been getting, in the last 28 days, approaching 2,500 views. So it's really good to see people engaging with the content, sharing the content and supporting the Freedom and Truth channel. Today's topic, the New Zealand government yesterday announced that any positive new cases for the V word 19 will be housed in managed isolation detention camps. So people who are tested and test positive, anyone in the country that is tested positive, will now be housed in managed isolation by the government, whether they want to be or not. And I just want that to sink in for people. There may be some people who consent to that and think that is okay. I do not think it is okay. I think it is a huge overstep and reach for the government to be imposing that. What if it's one of your family members? What if it's, a mother of children, a grandparent, an auntie, an uncle, anyone who, they don't say where they will isolate them. They do not say, and all they do say, it's nice, and they have doctors and nurses there, just like they do in prison camps. I'm here at a mountain bike ride at Wairaki in Taupo. There's a geothermal stream there. I'm in the forest somewhere, not quite sure where I am. And I just want to reread for people the V word 19. This is section 11 orders in the New Zealand V word 19 Public Health Response Act that require compliance with any measure or impose prohibitions that contribute or are likely to contribute to the preventing the risk of the outbreak or spread of the V word. Any measure, impose prohibitions, and that is section 11 and section 11 number 7. Be isolated or quarantined in any specific place or in any specific way. The government gave themselves that power to quarantine, isolate or quarantine any person in any specific place or in any specific way. They did this during the lockdown with zero public consultation. And no, we're not talking about North Korea or other dictatorships or totalitarian governments. We are talking about God's own New Zealand, God's own country. Number 0.8 in the V word 19 section 11 is report and undergo a medical examination or test of any kind at any place or time. Report for and undergo a medical examination or test of any kind and at any place or any time. I'll leave a link to this. This is easy to find. You just have to, the whole document is in there. It is, and early when I was posting these things months ago, people were like, oh, the government wouldn't use these powers on us. They wouldn't enact any of this type of military police control. So now they can mandatorily test you, forcibly test you. And why are you needing to be tested if it's so dangerous and people, it's so deadly? Why do you need to be tested to know if you've got it? Why would they, if you tested positive and had no to low symptoms, and then they can quarantine you for a period of time, and it doesn't say it's 14 days. They said that people were in self-isolation. This is a big change, going from self-isolation to now managed detention center isolation. But they have doctors and nurses, and they're nice places apparently. But family members can be taken away into these camps, isolation camps. What if thousands upon thousands of people test positive with no to low symptoms? What are they just going to truck them off? Truck them away? Hey, and if you consent and if you think that's a good thing, respect, you can go and do it. But I do not consent. I say no to a test. So I just think, let us just digest this, read this bill, see that they are doing these things, you know, overstepping their powers. The public were not consulted. Some people out of fear may think these are good ideas, but I know the Green Tea team members, the majority of them, free thinking, critical thinking people who see through the narrative with more holes than Swiss cheese. The government overreach, the government overly empowering themselves. And I'd just like to say the advanced New Zealand Public Party are the only party I have heard publicly state that they would repeal the V-Word 19 Act. They would repeal that act, disengage the powers that they have, the government has given themselves. And, you know, do your research. I'm not an expert. I'm just fact check find the knowledge yourself. It's only takes a minor amount of digging and research. The things that used to be only kept in the halls of power, the halls of universities and higher learning, are available to any person now. It's easy to research, find information, get knowledge, that type of thing. So I encourage people to do their own research and that type of thing. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Have courage. Speak your truth. Support each other. Have faith and have fun. Peace out.